Hello everyone, welcome to our episode of Showcase on Dark Souls Remaster. Now with the request done and out of the way, I figured let's start with the most basic weapon, the longsword. Pretty much where all the weapons stem from, in terms of being balanced and compared to. Because it's what a lot of base characters start with, and it's a fairly average weapon in every category. Doesn't mean it's weak though. Okay, longsword is classified as a straight sword. Attack type is Viper and Thrust. A widely used standard straight sword, only matched with ubiquity by this short sword. The accessible sword which inflicts consistent regular damage and high slash damage, making it applicable to a variety of situations. So yes, it's kind of the jack of all trades, and master of a couple in my opinion. Alright, now visually, well, it's a longsword. Now there's a lot of terms you can give to this one, but the term longsword is a bit of an oxymoron in this game, because when you say longsword for European terminology, it often means the bastard sword, which we already have the bastard sword in this game, which is treated more as a claymore, which is incorrect, and yeah. In short, a longsword is basically a two-handed blade with pretty much a cross-guard pulp, and pretty much a diamond cut grind down the whole length of the blade with a raised spine. So, that's kind of what we got here. Okay, now moving on to the animations. The animations are fairly basic. The normal attack is standard swings. They are slow, but they can be sped up easily, just by rapidly attacking the button. Okay, then we have the power attack, which is a straight up stab. This stab can be followed up with an uppercut by pushing the buttons twice. Alright, then you have the light step back attack, which is quick side swipe. And doing the same thing with the power attack produces nothing new. Alright, then you have the light rolling attack, which is an uppercut. And of course with the rolling attack power, nothing new there. Alright. Then you have the plunge attack, which is pretty much driving your blade into the enemy from above to below. Okay, from that we also get the sprint attack, which is kind of similar to the step back attack, which is a side swipe. Alright, now we have two-handed attacks. The basic two-handed attack is now strictly uppercuts, and then chops straightly down. The power attack is now a heavy lunge from one side to the other, but fairly quick though. And the light step back attack is a quick overhead chop. And for the light step back power attack, there's nothing new produced. But I best mention these things anyway. Alright, and now the light rolling attack is a very rapid stab. Very high, it's midpoint, straightforward, and quick. And the rolling power attack produces nothing new. So yeah. Okay, next is the plunge attack, which is pretty much identical to the Sing-On version, and the sprint attack is a rapid chop. So, very basic animations. Now let's go on to the stats for longsword. Okay, since we already went over what type of weapon it is. The basic stats is 80 damage, and with my stats is 71 pretty much a bonus damage there, which my stats are 50, 50, 50, 50. The soft cap for all four types. Going on from that, we got the bonus, pretty much the parameter bonus. They got a C for both strength and dexterity, and that should be a pretty basic C, no plus, no minus. Alright, and for weight it is only 3.0, which makes it a fairly light weapon. Parameter bonus 10 for both strength and dexterity, which a lot of characters start with in the beginning, so as a lot of characters might spawn with this. I think there's 2 or 3 of them, I think. Well, it's been a while. Besides the point though. Alright, so moving on from that, we got upgrades. I hope you guys appreciate this one though. So, in upgrading, I'm going to show you every upgrade for this weapon, every type, so it's infused. So, here's the base form, which is fully upgraded by standard reinforcement. Next, we got Raw. You see the parameter bonus went down. Then we got Divine, which added magic and divine damage. And then we have the Magic, which plummeted all the parameters but intelligence. And then next is the Enchanted, which put the intelligence to an A, so it's marginally better. Then Fire, which removes all the bonus but gives you base damage. And then we got Chaos with 34 humanity, which is not that great when you look at it. Crystal, which makes it incredibly fragile but powerful. And lightning, which removes all the bonus but gives you lightning damage. So yeah, and here's occult. Alright, that said, let's go on to performance. I'll be using the base form, as it's the strongest for my character in this particular weapon. At least for this scenario. So, you can see here that it's fairly powerful. This is the third playthrough. So the enemies are a little bit scaled up a bit, but still, even then, I can still one-hit them, and with most of my hits. So even a Boulder Knight, plunge attack, still dies. Now, next important question. It's a longsword, but can I go through a shield at all? Can it create enough stagger? So, power attack, no. So yeah, basic power attack, no. But however, we're not done. I always test it twice. Now we got a two-handed power attack. And yes, the two-handed power attack can in fact go through a basic shield. So it's very interesting to note that. Now against a larger opponent with a very high physical defense, like the Stone Guardian, the damage values is very different. I should have brought a shield to this. But however, the difference of damage is quite something. It's only a third. Or even less than that. So, yeah. Still effective, but there are far better weapons to use. Now I decided to go against another giant with arguably also high defense, and actually a higher hitbox. So, you can see here the basic Durandal Guardian. I can't hit him with most normal attacks. I have to use a double-handed overhead attack unless he's already attacking me. But still, quite effective. And then finally I want to try the group, well, a little bit of a group attack, so I got the Phalanx here, which are always in groups. And it's probably not the best, but it can get something done. Primarily a two-handed power attack. Other than that though, the range leaves a little bit to be desired to get attacking such a large group of enemies, as I'm constantly being picked by their spears and whatnot. But, good enough for that effect. Okay, and handling other groups more dynamically, it can easily switch between targets with the rapid movements. It's one of the base strengths of the longsword, and all straight swords stem from is its quick movement. So yes, as a straight sword, it fulfills its desire and what you need from it every time. It just doesn't do a whole lot of damage compared to some other bigger swords. But that's kind of the idea. So in short, the longsword fulfills every basic need. Doesn't do anything fancy, but I played the first two playthroughs easily with this weapon. It's not horrible by any means. Okay, going on to the pros and cons for the longsword. On the pros, it's a fairly versatile weapon. It's pretty much suited for almost every situation you'll be thrown at. It's fairly easy to use. In fact, it might be one of the easiest weapons to use for its small playstyle. And it has no obvious shortcomings. Well, other than its length, compared to other weapons. Speaking of which, in cons, it has just that. It's short compared to other weapons. So, it's okay though. It's not a big deal. Alright, so that's pretty much the only con. Now, going on to the score for a longsword. Now, I switched from a number system to a letter system. You'll see in a second. For damage, I'm going to give a B+. For a very starter weapon, this could be upgraded to be something incredibly powerful, considering what it started from. Reach, I'm going to give a C. It's fairly average reach, not short, not long. Animation, I'm going to give a B. It's the very basic longsword or straight sword animations, and it's also quite fluid and quick, and easy to take advantage of in many other scenarios. Scaling, I'm going to give a C+. It's not the best scaling out there, but it's fairly comparable what you get, although the base form is the strongest, the standard reinforcement, where all the ones were a bit weaker. Miscellaneous, I'm going to also give it a B. Like I said, you've used this weapon for the first two playthroughs, no problems. It's fairly comfortable to use and easy, and it's more than powerful enough. So in total, I give Longsword overall ranking of B. Alright, and if you're wondering, it goes up to an S, and it goes as low as an E. So it's a really good score to leave it at. And there you have it. So, in short, the Longsword is the basics of almost every sword in the game. It's what you start with, and you can certainly finish the game with, easily. That's what I like about Dark Souls. And in terms of garbage weapons, a starting sword is not a garbage weapon. You don't get that very often in games. In fact, almost never. And that's been Showcase for today. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and hope to see you guys next time. Take care out there.